am currently in the test run because I am going to be showing you the best and most updated hive out there for red, and for anyone trying to be red hive, or even looking if you have the most updated hive right now, if you have the correct bees and stuff, because there have obviously been some changes. For example, earlier on this year, we don't really need baby bees in a red hive anymore, as you do see only tadpole bees, because you only need any types of boost tokens, activate Scorching Star now, and other things have changed as well. So let's just go over everything, even the SSA stats, even the Beequips, and this hive is going to depend on Beequips as well. So if you don't have these Beequips, I will give other bees which you should use instead of those if you don't have that. So basically loads of different hives, and this hive over here as well is actually names what he currently uses to boost. So let's go over it and talk about which bees you should use if you don't have these Beequips or the same setup as him, because this hive currently, that's the base hive, has one basic bee, gifted of course, with a smiley honeymark Beequip, a rad bee over here with pink shades, brave bee with the first toy drum, then a little hasty bee over here, a Riley bee over here with the second toy drum, a commander bee with whistle that has melody, a shy bee for the first paper angel, two carpenter bees side by side, and one of them does have a charm bracelet with melody ability. Of course, you probably aren't going to have all these abilities, but like, as long as you have those Beequips, should be alright. Then 4 tadpole bees, and 2 of them with the poinsettia Beequip with red pollen and bee gather pollen, because as you do know, as I said before, on Scorching Star even faster. Then 1 buoyant bee with the kazoo Beequip, 9 vector bees all around, 10 spicy bees, yes, 10 spicy bees, and some of these things are explained in a second too, why there are 10 spicy bees and stuff. Then we have 11 precise bees, digital bee with a sweatband, of course, bear bee, tabby bee, photon bee, and tabby does actually have the second smiley with honeymark, photon does have second paper angel, crimson bee with the toy horn, and festive with the festive wreath. And now if you don't have those crazy Beequips that I have listed, here are the bees you want to have different than the ones I've listed. So firstly, we do have, if you don't have the charm bracelet and whistle with melody ability on both, then replace this hasty bee over here or the 10th spicy bee for a lion bee with toy horn. Then if you don't have all the smileys with honey marks, then replace the 9th vector bee for a 3rd carpenter bee, plus replace it with hasty or the 10th spicy bee to the 4th carpenter, so you have 8 vectors and 4 carpenter bees. Then if you don't have a smiley, the whistle, and charm bracelet, then replace the 9 vector, 10th spicy, hasty to 2 carpenter bees, and lion bee with a toy horn. And name did say over here that he does use hasty bee to keep up the 10x haste stack, and hasty has move speed as well as a hive bonus, as you do see here, which makes it much easier to hit the last target for a precise mark. Is sure at least 60% of honey of red boost is from the super crits, so 9+ spicy is really important because dark heat is really OP. And then during Scorching Stars as well, you should always try to keep up 3x precise mark, pick up smileys or hit all targets or dupe the target when you have dark heat buff, because again, super crit is the most important. And if you get X flame during Scorch, use it for growing your Scorching Star. If you got a good lineup or Scorch Star is already big, like 5 or 6k plus, then just use X flame as dark flame heat buff and hit all targets or pick up a smiley. And then as well, people with 12 Beequip slots or less, but you will obviously get to 12 Beequip slots if you complete all Dapper right now, Beequips with abilities, because they're the most important, except only Paper Angel maybe. And then as well, about the amulets, the most important stat is SSA over here, and let me even show you my main one over here actually, is red pollen, then second is pollen there, third is crit chance, and he does think that SSA just must have these 3 stats at least. After that, the 4th important stat is instant conversion, and the last is bee ability rate or bee gather pollen. But he does think that bee gather pollen is better than bar, but digital must have 500 white drives to even have it, which is definitely true and is definitely better, not gonna lie, which is why I have it. Actually no, I don't. Yo, I might be cooked. And for the cog stats, which just is very important as well, he does say that event bee pollen is the best, but somehow people are apparently saying that mark ability pollen is second best, but he says it isn't true. So I'm gonna trust him on this one and will get event bee pollen on mine. I mean, mine needs to be better anyway. I mean, you can kind of see it's kind of bad, low stats. So yeah, and then he does say event bee pollen is first, then bee gather pollen, then flame pollen, because flame pollen is better than mark ability pollen for people who don't have 500 white drive, and flame is about 10-15% of the boost. So as you heard it there, make sure to get that on your cog amulet, even if you don't have a supreme one, and always get a diamond one, because it is really important for you to have that. And yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video as well. I hope it has helped a ton. Definitely has for me as well. I've definitely learned something after reading all of it. Shout out to name as well, the first player that is currently top 1 in red. Make sure you do go subscribe to him, and yeah, let me know what your biggest red boost was.